Welcome to Politics NY with Skye Behind the Curtain, where we're speaking with government insiders and lobbyists and people like that to get to know what's going on behind the scenes of New York City and state government. It's a very exciting time. And I'm here with Yvette Buckner, who works at Tusk Strategies as a lobbyist and communications consultant. And she was also involved in this huge initiative to get so many women elected to the New York City Council, 21 and 21.
Skye, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you, Yvette. So how exciting that we got 30 women elected to the New York City Council, way more than 21.
I mean, it's super exciting. I mean, we all have goosebumps still. We're all feel like we're just walking on a cloud. We're so excited, so happy. It's like, I mean, really what needed to happen, but the fact that it happened is just, it's a dream come true and we're all ecstatic.
I think it's really the year of the woman. We're seeing a lot of action, even with
the future is female.
The future is female, but the present is female.
And the president is female, for sure.
Even what we're seeing at the state now with rumors of Kathy Hochul maybe taking over if Cuomo were to resign or whatever's happening there.
Absolutely. Like, can you imagine? I mean, we have Tish James, we have Andrew Stewart-Cousins, we have, possibly Kathy Hochul. I mean, it's an exciting time to be in New York. There's a lot happening, but there's so much on the cusp, and it's just a super exciting time. And to see women flourish and to, progress, it's just, we're thrilled. We're absolutely thrilled.
As a lobbyist, what do you think would be different now with so many women at the helm in the city council?
What I like to say is that the women tend to listen to women the first time. And so I think we're going to see a lot of big, huge changes in terms of education and healthcare and all the things as we come out of COVID. Because to be quite honest, Skye, when COVID first hit, women were saying, we've got to close the schools. We've got to prepare the hospitals. And it wasn't being listened to in a way that I think a lot of the women would have liked. And so we were a little bit behind the 8 ball on that one. And I think it's women listening to women and also having, now it's not just going to be a solo, it's going to be a chorus of people singing this song, right? So it's going to be people in, together singing this jointly, saying like, we've got to do this, we've got to do that, and listening in, collaboration with one another. And so we're just super excited that this is a possibility, and it's going to look very different, I think, not just now in 2022, but then in 2023 when people run again, in 2025, and then again in 2029.
So what happens with this initiative, 21 and 21? What will it become?
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to help the women, because what we like to say is to prepare them to run and to be ready on day one, right? So we're going to make sure that on day one, they are ready to be the best legislators that they can possibly be. We're going to help them to become, best legislators to be able to run for their seats again in 2023, because of redistricting, they all have to run again. Right. So we're going to help them to run for their seats, win those seats, and then be ready for 2025 and again for 2029, because, what we want to do is build the pipeline of women in leadership roles.
Now, there's a rumor about the city council electing a female speaker this time around. Do you have any sense as to what's going on there?
I mean, we're listening to the women on the ground, and they are saying, listen, we're the majority of women. It only makes sense to have a woman speaker. There's still a long way to go. The speaker's not going to be chosen until January. So we're listening to the members right now. But we would love to see more women in leadership roles. Like I said, right now, the citywide positions and positions of leadership are being currently held by men, except with the exception of Vanessa Gibson, who will be the Bronx Borough President. But the mayor, the public advocate, the controller, and all the other borough presidents are held by men. So we would love to see a woman in a leadership position.
Go women.
Yes.
And congratulations on the initiative and the success of it.
Thank you so much. We're thrilled.
Yes, Yvette Buckner with Tusk Strategies and 21 and 21. Thank you for being part of Politics NY with Skye Behind the Curtain.